1, 2. Finish down. Hey, okay, sports fans. I got your emails. Okay. I'll try to drive down to Brownwood and look around during the storm. I'll be honest with you, it don't look good out here. And Sue's in bed. This is, I don't even know what time it is, like 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning. All I know is it's not good. I've never drove this car at night like this, I don't think. Where's the windshield wipers at on this thing? God, these new cars, I hate them. Anyway, I got this thing rigged up with a light. I don't know how good it is, but let me turn it around here. I don't even know if you guys can even see. I'll hold it up here the best I can. You can see that it's still blowing pretty good. It's been blowing hard. And compared to the other hurricanes that I've been through here, this is my fourth one, I think. I don't even know why that's on. On my passenger side of the car, the light came on. You know, the light that comes on if someone's passing you in the mirror. Now it went out. Is the wind blowing that hard? There's so much rain out here, it made my passenger warning light come on. It's on again. I guess I'll just have to ignore it. But yeah, it's blowing pretty good. I don't know if you guys can see or not. I wasn't even planning on doing this. I've done these drives in a hurricane before. But I got some loyal followers, people that I've known for years now. I've met a lot of them. We went out and had lunch together. Many of them are Patreon members, and I treat my Patreon members extra special. And they asked me if I was going to do a ride during this hurricane like I'd done before. I said, well, I really hadn't thought about it because I know there's going to be somebody else do it. And they said, well, but we like it when you do it. So, yeah, I think I said, okay, I'll get out there and do it. I'll get my ass chewed out when Sue finds out about me coming out here like this. Now, I don't know what to expect. I don't want people to think that I've been out here and I've spotted everything. I haven't. I've been in there cutting the news. This is Thursday morning. The news comes out on Friday, so I've been in there editing, and I got a couple new members on Patreon, so I got to put their name on the thank you scroll, you know, where I dedicate the news to the Patreon members. And then, what is that? Oh, nothing. I thought it was an animal laying there. As you see, they take the gates down during a hurricane or anything like this. There's nobody in the guard shacks now after midnight. I think that's a mistake. Nobody said anything. Nobody raised hell about it. I warned everybody that this, ooh, the tree limb down. I warned everybody that this was, oh, another tree limb down. Yeah, there's a lot of debris laying around, which is expected. I know if I could roll the window down, you probably get a little bit clearer of a picture, but it is raining really hard. This camera probably is not picking it up very well. There was parts tonight that the wind was extremely hard. I don't know how many shingles I've lost, but I'm almost positive I've lost some more shingles. I didn't really hear anything, but as hard as it was blowing, I'm almost positive I have. Ooh, tree laying down there, did you see it? I'm not worried about the water so much as I am debris. Now you realize down Brownwood, those of you who was asking me to do this, there'll be nothing open down there, nothing. The only thing you might see down there, and I mean just maybe, you might see a police officer kind of cruising through town, making sure there ain't nobody out trying to trying to loot or pull any kind of shenanigans down there. And I doubt you can find that. More debris. What you see mostly on the road here is a lot of them dead fronds. That's what they call the limbs, the leaves, whatever you want to call them, that come off the palm trees that are dead because they're not trimmed all the way up like they should be. They're called fronds. We're going now past the Eisenhower Rec Center. The fire station over here has got all the lights on. By the way, speaking of lights, I haven't lost my lights yet. I've been, like I say, I've been editing videos and kind of watching the news on TV, keeping an eye on this hurricane, where it is and whatever. It looks like the eye must have wobbled quite a bit, I guess, since I saw it last, because the eye made Florida landing at, I'm not sure where I am. Where am I? I think I need to go this way. The eye landed in Sarasota. That's where it made shore. You know, they were talking about Tampa Bay for the longest time. And then they said it wobbled a little bit south somewhere, I forget where. And then they ended up going down to Sarasota and landing there. Now, as big as this storm is, though, now the closer to the eye that you are, the heavier the winds. The farther away from the eye, the winds aren't near as bad. But this storm was huge. While Tampa was getting their surge of water from the front of the hurricane, the hurricane was so big, and you know it turns counterclockwise, the back of the hurricane was causing water surge at the same time in Daytona, and they were having water problems over there. And then so far, from what I've heard, there's been a reported from the National Weather Bureau of 44, count them, 44 tornadoes. I have debris all over the road right here. I think it's just leaves. I just want to make sure, because you just never know what's been blown around. That's why I don't like driving around in it. Well, this is Brownwood. We's in it. Do I still have to stop for stop signs, or can I run them now because there's nobody down here? Go ahead, all you fact checkers. Make sure you put a comment in there about how I didn't stop at that stop sign. See, all the lights are on down here also. I think in the historic section, Orange Blossom, Silver Lake, I think there's an area up there. I don't know how big the area is, but I think Jose on my Discord sent us a message or a little video on there that they lost some power up there. And how much of it, I don't know. I was talking to Judy on the phone. She lives south in the newer area down there by Finney. And she said that her lights flickered, I think, but she still had power. I think this is the first hurricane she's had to go through, I think. And so she was, major hurricane. So she was checking her house for leaks, which I advise people to do that. I've mentioned it before. If you're in a new house and this is your first hurricane, you want to, if you're at home, I wouldn't be the person to tell you not to go anywhere. If you're scared, get out. But if you're home, go around the house and check your windows, your front door seals, your garage door seal. Check it for water leaks, because now's the time to do that and make note of them. Your house is still under warranty. If there's a window the seal's not right and it's leaking, get it fixed under warranty. Now, I'm just rambling out here talking about the first thing that comes to my mind, but I remember back when we got our first house, that's what I'd done. And I was good and tight, so I almost sounded like a German word, didn't I? I was good and tight. Now this is the back parking lot behind Brownwood. You know, people's always talking about we don't have enough parking down here, not enough parking. There's a huge amount of parking down here. What the basic point is, they might be talking about there's just not enough maybe handicap parking around the square, because if a handicapped person's got to park back here on a hot day to go down to the square and listen to the music or whatever, it can be quite a walk. And I'll agree with that. You know, maybe around the immediate peak parts around the square itself, maybe that should be all handicap, all of it. But then, let me ask you this question. I'm just rambling here. You can listen, don't have to listen. If they do that, who's going to enforce it? Because you've seen the bad parking all around the villages and all the different shopping areas. They park in handicap spots, they park on the sidewalk. They just don't care because nobody enforces it. And so until they do start enforcing it, it's never going to change. I see somebody parked over there. I just now saw it. I just wondering, I don't know if that's somebody just boondocking. You're not supposed to do that here. I'm not going to tell on them because I boondock when I'm out in my motorhome running around. They're not bothering anybody back here. I just know they don't like it. And if they thought somebody was in there, they would probably go up and knock on the door and tell them they got to move. But in this storm, even if you was a cop, even if you knew they were in there, would you want to get out and go knock on that door? I wouldn't. I'd say to hell with it. Leave him alone. Let him sleep. I know. I'm rambling here and I probably sound stupid, but I'm doing this because a couple Patriot members of mine asked me to, and that's why I'm doing it. Now let's see where you go in there and pick out all your stuff if you're having a custom home built, which I don't even know if they do that anymore. Look at the debris. Let me get on this side over here so you can get a better shot. Let me see if I can get the window down here. Yeah, I can do the window down here. Whew. Looks like they're remodeling the building in there. I see a ladder or two in there. So, I don't know, maybe that's where, no. Oh, water's coming in, water's coming in. Ah! Get over here by this building. Ah! God. Yeah, I couldn't find my my light to go on top of my GoPro. That's what I got on here right now, the GoPro. And I couldn't find my light. I don't know where it is. Probably in the camper somewhere. There's a special light that pops on top of this thing. So I ended up taking a small little keychain flashlight, you know what I'm talking about? I give them away all the time whenever I meet people. So I took a rubber band and some tape. I taped that light on top of my GoPro. That's the kind of professional I am. There's a Mexican restaurant right here in Brownwood. It's not too bad. I've been in there a couple of times. It's not too bad. What's it called? Mexican Grill. Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't remember that. In case you can't tell where we're at the square. I don't know if I can roll the window down. No, I can't. Water's coming in. It's, streets are pretty much flooded. Flooded. Well, there's standing water in the parking areas here. I don't know, can you see that on the road? See the water? Right there in front of me? I don't know how good this camera is at picking some of that stuff up so you can see it. I'm driving through standing water now. I don't know how deep this water is. It's hard to tell. It looks like it goes up to the top of the sidewalk anyway. Let me get it up here. Sorry for moving the camera around, but I'm just trying to get an angle where you can see everything. Because I'm really not figuring on editing this very much either, because I want to go home and just put it up so you guys can see it. debris. See all that debris? Well, can I get this window down just a little bit? There we go. See the debris on the sidewalk. That's going to be some cleanup. There's going to be a lot of cleanup, but they'll get it done pretty quick, believe that or not. Villages does a really good job of cleaning this stuff up. I don't know who they hire. When I say the villages, no, the Morse family does not come out here and clean this crap up. I mean, if you had $1 billion, would you? They hire a company that does that. I don't know who they hire. Maybe several companies, I don't know. But they'll come in here and they'll clean this up in real short order once it all passes. Now that thing over there, it looks like a cop car sitting there. It's not. It's there all the time. It's always parked over here somewhere. It's called Citizens Patrol, Wildwood. I don't know what it's used for, but it's always sitting around. Right there. Damn it. I can't keep the window down. I've often thought about calling Wildwood and just asking what that is or what's it for, because it never goes anywhere. Well, I'm sure they do drive it. I'm sorry. I say it never goes anywhere, and that's probably not true. It's because every time I come down here, it's parked in this parking area, but in different spots. But it's always here. So I don't know when they use it. Citizens Patrol. Almost sounds like you could be a volunteer person or something and you drive that around. I don't know. See, those are the kind of vans that people buy and they park them everywhere because they're unrecognizable. For those of you that's not RVers, let me clue you in on just a little bit of sorry for stuttering, but I got a whole bunch of crap in front of me here and I don't want to make sure I run over anything and cause a flat tire, because I'm not going out there in this rain and changing it. You buy those kind of vans like that. Here's what people do, and there's nothing wrong with it. They buy them vans, short vans like that, easy to drive, good gas mileage, and then they custom build the back of it themselves. They'll strip it out, which is, they probably come with nothing in it. Put a couch that turns into a bed, put a portable refrigerator in it. You know, they put whatever they want to in there to live. And then they take it on the road and they live in that. And they can park them anywhere because they look like a work truck. Nobody knows there's anybody in there. I'm saying there's nobody in that one because they don't have the windows blacked out. And when I say blacked out, I'm not talking about window tint. They have these little pads that they will pull and you can put them on the windows so nobody can see in, or at least behind the seats they have a curtain you can draw for privacy. That one didn't have it, so there's nobody in there. But you know, we saw that one over here. Let's go back over here. I'm going to see if that one over here looks like a boondocker. It's hard to tell. Well, I can see that one over there is not. That looks like a semi-truck that somebody's got backed in over there. That's says Village Cycles on it. That's a van for the villages, either picking up and delivering bicycles. But where is that one at that I saw? Was that it? Maybe they backed it in over there. I thought it was right here in this parking spot. More debris. Well, if it was in this parking spot, it's gone now, so I don't know. I don't know. I guess I just don't know. Yep, I don't see it anymore, so that may have been a boondocker, or it was that van and they were parking it. Anyway, you go straight down that road right there and takes you to the other side of the lofts. You turn left right here. You can't see it, but the golf cart tunnel's down there. Over there is the shopping over there with the doctor's offices and stuff like that. This right here in front of us is 2J's here at Brownwood. A lot of these different stores and businesses here I've never been to. I'm just really concerned about how many shingles I lost, more than anything. Now, can you kind of start seeing the water standing in the road now? Trying to get this up as close as I can so you can see the wind blowing across it if nothing else. It's a darn shame about the Barnstorm Theater, because I got to tell you, of all the different theaters in villages, that one right there is the best. And I gotta say, I don't work on the inside, but just from what I've seen around the villages, what's going on, that theater is never going to reopen. Never. People are watching movies at home on their own TV. They're not going out. They're not buying the popcorn. They're not buying the tickets. They're going to turn that into something else. Who knows what? I mean, from what I've seen around here, they might put apartments in there. Or maybe just make it a bunch of stores inside. Yeah, the water's standing in the road here too. Not bad though, really, when you think about how much water came with this hurricane. They're talking about, I forget where it was at, around Okeechobee area down there. No, not Okeechobee. Yeah, around Okeechobee area. They were dumping as much as, I think it was 7 inches of rain an hour. That's a huge amount of rain. And how much they were expecting, I'm not sure. I thought I heard them say something like 12 to 20 inches of rain. A lot of debris here. Now see, I don't know if you guys can see it or not, right down here on the ground. Can you guys see that green thing right there? I don't know what that is. That's what I'm watching, and I don't run over that stuff. That is a light, or I don't know what that is. Let me see if I can get up here and open the door and see what it is. Right there. See it? Oh, it's an ashtray blowed out here in the road. And it looks like there's another one. Right? No. What is that right there? I don't know what that is, but I'm not getting out. Well, I'm going to head back toward the house. This area here, I don't know what that was. Did you hear it? Did I run over something? Right here on the right's a big swamp. So this water here should run into that swamp pretty quick and pretty good. And over here on our left is another swamp. So this area here should stay fairly well dry. You know, I'm running over stuff that I can't even see because I can hear it. Some of this stuff can't be helped because the road's covered in it. I remember when they was building this bridge and they put it across 44 to get over to Richmond, that area over there, and start building. I had to sneak around there to get pictures of it because they had the roads blocked off. And there's a road back behind me here that cuts off to the right. I had to take that road way over to, I don't know where I was at, out in the country. And then I parked the car, then I got out. I had to walk through some weeds and got as close to that bridge as I could. And there was a cop who turned around and saw me standing there, so I just stopped and started taking pictures and didn't move. I couldn't get no closer because he done spotted me and I had to sit there. And that's the thing that really ticks me off about how things are done here. That's a public highway out there and they block it off for safety. Okay. Everybody out here has got a YouTube channel, everybody. And the only one really making money out here on this YouTube stuff is the villages corporations, those. Us YouTubers here that's showing you everything, we're the best salespeople he's got. We sell more stuff here than he can, and it doesn't cost him a dime. That we're advertising for him. I don't even know why we do it half the time. But they blocked it off, and they allowed the villages to go in there with a news crew, their own stuff, and set it up and film everything with drones, the whole ball of wax. I called to be able to go down there with my stuff and to take pictures. No drone, just cameras. And I was told I couldn't do it. There was a safety factor involved. And I said, is anybody going to be doing it? And the guy says, not as far as I know. And I knew that was a lie. From day one, I knew that was a lie. And that's what I don't like, that they let somebody do something on a public highway or whatever, and then tell everybody else they can't do it. Tell me that good old boy system ain't, boy, there's a lot of debris here. Tell me that good old boy system ain't alive and well right here. Yeah, it's all basically dead fronds from all these trees. The leaves and pine needles and stuff ain't no big deal, really. Well, it makes the surface of the road a little slick if you're going too fast, but I'm going 14 miles an hour. See? I hope this light that's on top, let me shut it off real quick. Is it better if I shut the light off? Maybe I should have done that earlier. I just want you guys to be able to see how it is. I mean, there's no way that this storm is even over. They said the worst of it here would be about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'm looking at the clock. And where's it at? 1:59 right there. Am I getting a picture of that? I can't even tell. Yeah, 1:59, 70 degrees out. And this is supposed to be the worst of it. And then from here on out now, it doesn't die out quick. It'll just, the wind will slowly but surely, the rain will, not near, it's been raining quite a bit. I don't know how much we got, but it's been quite a bit. And with the debris you see laying around, you know how much wind we've been having. Well, I think that's about it for my area. From Hillsboro down to Brownwood. It doesn't do no good to go to anywhere else. It all looks the same. You go to Lake Sumter, it'll look the same. You go to Spanish Springs, it'll look the same. Just debris laying everywhere. Listen, let me put this out there while I'm by myself and I can say what I want with my own thoughts. If you watch my videos for any length of time at all, hit the subscribe button. I mean, I really need you to do that. And I need you to watch the video. Tell your friends. Give them my YouTube channel. Send it to them. Email it to them. There's all kinds of things you can do. You can do it on the phone, computer. It makes no difference. And let them hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything. Nobody's tracking you if you hit the subscribe button. Nobody. And so hit the subscribe button. I wanted to hit 100,000 subscribers before I died. And I can tell you right now, I'm never going to make it. And it's all up to you. And here's some people here, and well, you guys can't see, can you? Let me turn the light on again. I don't know if that helps or not. There's pickups in this driveway here. They're from Florida. They just bought that house. They're not here. They just here because of the hurricane, I know. I've never met them yet. But the lady that owned that house passed away. And those people there bought it last year. No, earlier this year. Well, you can see what we do around here whenever we got a hurricane. We all turn our lights on. He's got his lights on. I got my house lights on and stuff. She's got her house lights on. They got their house lights on over there. Truthfully, I don't know why we do this. The only reason why I'm doing it, I'll tell you guys right now, all the neighbors I noticed during a storm, they started turning their lights on. I thought, well, okay, I'll turn mine on. I'm just doing it because they do it, that's all. Let's drive around the neighborhood and see if anybody else turns their lights on. It don't look like it. It looks like just me and people live around me. Well, no, he's got his lights on. All the lights on. Right there. I almost bought that house when this neighborhood was brand new. Wouldn't sell it to me. Said it wasn't released yet. Got their lights on back there. He got all his lights on here. Now there's the difference. He's got dimmer lights. And see the elegant look that gives you when your lights are not real bright, they're just kind of dim. Maybe it's just me, but doesn't that look more, how do I put it, more ritzy? Is there such a word as ritzy? And some of these people are putting like, I don't even know, man, 200-watt bulbs or something in there. They're just bright as hell. It almost hurts your eyes to drive down the road. That is classy. So like I was saying, I almost bought that house. They wouldn't sell it to me. It wasn't released yet. They sold houses in here totally different than what they're doing down south. Totally. Because if they sold houses in here like they do down south, I would have been in that house across the street. That's the one I had my eyeball on. Well, you guys done listening to me driving around in a hurricane and yakking? Because I think I'm going to head to the house and go inside and finish up my editing and maybe put her to bed. I'm not sure yet. I might watch a show. I haven't seen any shows today. I found a place where they got all the nice bridges. It's an old detective show. I haven't seen it in years, and I always kind of liked it. I'm on Ichabod, right? Ichabod. Oh, I got to go around. I'm going to head to the house. Battery's about dead anyway. So before it goes dead, I'll simply say thanks for watching. Tell your friends. Hit the subscribe button. We'll catch you on the next one. Quicker. I think my road is right up here. There it is. You know, we've been here 10 years. I've seen a lot of these neighbors come and go. I don't even know who half of them are anymore, but for me and Sue, this has been a good neighborhood for us. Whoops. Oh, this is almost embarrassing. I'm lost in my own neighborhood. My house is right over here behind me. I went by my house. Come on, garage door open. Garage is full of crap. We got everything in there. I'm so embarrassed. Look in there. Look at all this stuff. God. Just the thought of moving. Shut this garage door. Well, power bank's over there charged up. Generator sitting there ready to go. Didn't need it. Electricity still working. No problem. All right. I'm gonna get out of here and go inside.